Yeah, one thing that I would want to be not changed but kind of restructured is the classroom, or as in the seminars that we have, where I believe at times the tutor is more passive and the students are more kind of active. I would want a little more of input from the tutor as well, as in right there in the class, feedbacks, whatever we are discussing, whatever points we're raising, whether they are like kind of in line with what that day's readings suggest or whatever the topic they've selected for that day. So that's one thing that I would suggest to be kind of restructured.
I think it would have to be aiming to increase the accessibility to democratic processes within the union. Postgraduate students generally have a lot less time than undergraduate students. A lot of us work on the side, a lot of us are part-time and work full-time, or PhD students who practically have full-time jobs. And that means that postgraduate students have generally been massively underrepresented in the union. And I think that's a real shame because we make up over 30% of the student body, and the fact that there's barely any voice being heard by postgraduate students in the union is a real shame, and it's a shame for democracy. I think that that would be something that I think would be really important to change. The way that I want to do that is by having the UBU's kind of first ever large-scale consultation of what I'm referring to as time-poor students. So students that are working alongside their studies, or postgraduate students who are part-time working, to find out what exactly we can do to increase their representation, but also just find out what support they're after, because at the moment it's quite difficult to get hold of that information, what support they need, what they'd like to see changed in the union, and I'd hopefully be able to give them that voice.
I came to Bristol in September, so it's kind of like just hardly 6 months as such. And when I came, I got to know that there's a students' union like everywhere else in the universities and colleges, and I belong to Pakistan. I've been in my student bodies in Pakistan, like university unions and college associations and everything. So when I came here, I got to know about the course rep system and everything. I did run for the election. I am one of the course reps in my school, and then I got elected as a postgraduate taught faculty rep on the postgraduate network committee. So I've been into the system, and why I want to run for this position is my kind of interest for student advocation and making things easier and good for students on campus, as in to overall improve their student life experience of university.
It's a position that I think has got a lot of scope, the postgraduate officer position, having been a new position only just last year. So there's the student body having representatives for the undergraduate community and the postgraduate community now means that there's a lot more kind of scope for specialist support and change within the university. And to me that's really exciting, the idea of being able to change things for the postgraduate community as a whole.
That was one of the songs that I really like. It's not like an English song, it's my native song from my country, and it's of a movie. And how can I explain that song to you? Because it's from an Indian movie.
I actually think it was that song by Bon Iver called Re-Stacks.